This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I love this. Washington, you're awesome. What's up, guys? It is Friday. I start losing track of the days of the week out here. I swear it's just the nature of the beast, I guess. It's Friday. It's Friday. It's the last day of April, which means that I gotta actually talk to somebody about benefits with this company. What it means is that the weekend's coming up, and so my new driver leader, we're still new to each other. It's my first tour out here with her as my driver leader, but she is just awesome. She knows her stuff, she gets stuff done, and she doesn't want her drivers getting kind of stuck on the weekends. What happens is, during the week, the Monday through Friday, you got all these driver leaders or dispatchers, whatever you want to call them. We call them driver leaders, dispatchers. Driver leaders. We call them driver leaders. Most anybody else would call them dispatchers. Anyways, they work the weekends or the weekdays, which means that if you get stuck without a load on the weekend, you have to work with the small group of people called the extended coverage team that do work the nights and the weekends. And so you've got the small group of people and thousands upon thousands of trucks, and that means that you sit on hold oftentimes for quite a while. Ooh, excuse me. Oops. Anyway, so what Sonia likes to do is stack some loads back to back towards the end of the week so that you're busy all weekend and you don't have to deal with sitting on hold, waiting around. She likes to keep you busy, and I love that already. As I got stuck a couple of times. All right, we got to merge. We should be clear. Nobody's alongside us. I love that because it does kind of suck. I've gotten stuck on a weekend or late at night with nothing to do, and I've got time available. I want to keep on running. I don't have anywhere to park. Let's go. Let's get me something to get me going. And it didn't happen, and I ended up sitting for like a day or whatever else because it was a weekend.
1.5 miles. Keep left to I-205 south, then keep right.
So that's awesome. And here's the plan. I just left the Troutdale, Oregon Swift Terminal. That's where I spent the night, and I slept for like 11 hours straight. It was awesome. Because they're getting everything coordinated for me load-wise. So just left the terminal there. I'm got an empty trailer behind me, and I'm taking that empty all the way up to Sumner, Washington. There, I'm going to drop the empty there, pick up a preloaded trailer at a Costco distribution center, and I'm taking that to Eugene, Oregon, back down to Eugene, and getting that unloaded there at 8 p.m. Costco stores are usually pretty good about getting unloaded at your appointment time. You can't get unloaded early usually, but they set those appointments up about half an hour apart from each other, truck by truck by truck, and they make sure, in my experience, that they get those trucks unloaded and moving, because Costco's organized. Oh, we're already at the border? We're coming up to the state border already? Wow, okay.
Keep left to I-205 south, then keep right.
North towards Seattle. So, getting unloaded in Eugene, then going back over to Troutdale with that empty trailer, dropping my empty trailer there, picking up a preloaded trailer that somebody else has kind of already gotten halfway, picking up that preloaded trailer. That's going to Toledo, Oregon, and I'm dropping that trailer in Toledo, and then I'm picking up the same from the same location. I'm dropping that loaded trailer, picking up a loaded trailer, and that loaded trailer is going to McClellan, California, basically Sacramento, California, and that's due on Monday. And then by Monday, my Sonia will be back in the office and start working out plans for me after that. So it's all going perfectly according to plan. She's got me stacked up with loads, which is nice. I have a plan for the weekend, which is nice. And, I'm going back to California, which is not super nice. I don't like being in California. Really, really, really I don't. But, at least I'm getting some decent miles out of the deal here. Oh, for some reason I thought that truck was trying to merge over alongside me here. Ooh, that scared me just a little bit. So yeah, it's good. 150 miles. It's easy. So it seems like some easy driving. I haven't been up into Washington. I'll actually be going through Tacoma, Washington, which is where I was born. And in fact, once I get loaded, that's my fuel stop. So I'm going to stop in Tacoma and maybe pick up a little souvenir there, since I didn't get my the souvenir I was tasked to get in Oregon, Salem, Oregon, for Matt. So in lieu of that, maybe I'll get a Tacoma, Washington coffee mug for him, because, that's my birthplace. It's not like I have any, memories in Tacoma or anything. I was born there, but that doesn't mean I lived there for any amount of memorable time. Oh, shit. Trying to keep this damn thing out of the sun so that it won't leak. And no matter where I put it, I go around a bend, and then it's in the sun again. Yeah. So I was going to try to talk about, in a video that I recorded and then the battery died, I was going to try to talk about sleep. Getting sleep out here on the road. And, some of the challenges associated with that. Because, I think I uploaded a video of a tour of the truck. Or at least I know I recorded a video. I'm pretty sure I've uploaded it by now. A little tour of the truck so you can see what it's like inside. And there's a bed, and it's actually a pretty comfortable bed. It's a little bit bigger than a twin. And I've got a memory foam mattress, under there, and nice comfy blankets and stuff. A couple of pillows. One of them's like an extra firm pillow. Oh, look at this river. This is cool. What river is this? There's islands and stuff. This is cool. Wow, pretty. There's an airport over there. Alright, this is neat. I like this. Anyways. I'm so distracted by water. I'm an Arizona boy. I don't know what water looks like. The hell was I even talking about? Sleep, bed. The bed. It's the accommodations are as comfortable as they can be, and they're actually, reasonably comfortable for, a bunk in the back of a truck. But oh, that was a bump. But sleep can be, it can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. Now, I've talked about hours of service in my ridiculously long, 45, 46 minute long video. So if you didn't watch it through and you didn't get an idea of what all the hours of service are like, essentially, after your workday, you can take a 10-hour break, or you have to take a 10-hour break, rather. So what it might sound like is, hey, you get to sleep for 10 hours. There is a spectacularly beautiful house down there. But it doesn't quite add up that way. It doesn't quite add up to 10 hours. First, and as I've complained about in some of my other videos already, and as I will complain about in the future, I am sure, the first struggle is finding parking. So you're on duty, you're in drive status or on duty status, you're looking around for a place to park the dang truck so that you can go to bed. And spend some time doing that. We're in Washington State, guys. Woohoo! So then you find a place to park finally. Finally, if you can, maybe it's on an on-ramp or something because all the truck stops were full. Maybe it's at a terminal. I'm fortunate enough to work for a company that has, terminals all over the place. It seems like there's 40 different terminals in the U.S. here, in the continental U.S. So, 50 something states. 51 continental states. The only exceptions are Alaska and Hawaii, right? So 51 states, 40 terminals, you're never too far away from one, it seems like. And at least there you're guaranteed to find a place to park. And they usually have some services, some showers, laundry, stuff like that. But if you're not near a terminal or it's not on your route, you got to find a truck stop or a rest area. If you're lucky enough to find one of those two. If not, you're parking on a shoulder. No bathrooms, no facilities. Truck stops, terminal, first choice. Truck stop, very close second. Rest area, you're also looking at, is the lot lit and secure, or is it dark and unattended? Because you never know who's out there. You never know what kind of shady things are going on around your truck. So a well-lit, secured parking lot, like at a truck stop or especially at a terminal, yeah, that's good. A rest area, they're usually pretty dimly lit. You don't know who's coming and going. And then you get like scenic overlooks and stuff that don't have services or lights, and those can be a little sketchy sometimes. And then you get, off-ramps, on-ramps, shoulders, side streets. And those suck because there's no bathroom, no bathrooms available. In the morning, I gotta go potty. I wake up and I gotta go potty. So it's nice to have a bathroom, and you can make do if all you gotta do is just, take a leak real quick. But if it's anything beyond that, you gotta find a solution, and pretty quickly. So finding a place to park, an ideal place to park, is important, because you're looking for a good place to sleep where you're not going to be kept up in the middle of the night worrying about something. And then, let's say you find a great place to park. Let's say, just like I did, I found a place to park at a Swift terminal. Gated, secure yard, showers, laundry, little snack bar. They've got a driver lounge with a big screen TV and some comfy chairs to sit in. I don't have to worry about what's going on around me. Nobody's, going to be up to any dirty dealings around my truck. Nobody's going to be trying to break into the trailer to see, if they can steal anything. Nobody's going to be banging on the truck or trying to burglarize the truck. There's a lot of valuable stuff in here. So I'm, my mind is at ease. So I start my 10-hour break. But I wanted to take a shower. I'm not going to do that on my on-duty time. I'm going to do that as part of my 10-hour break. So I take a shower, shave, and, get all that put away, get my dirty laundry put away. I come back to the truck, and I'm a little hungry. So I'll find something up in my little cabinet, nuke it up real quick, let it cool off, eat that. And I'm still just, now I've got a full tummy, and I want to call my husband and just see how his day was went today. And just, chit chat, whatever else. Go over my, my trip book, see what kind of mileage I've done, see what kind of mileage I'm expecting. And, all in all, we're talking, let's say the going to the bathroom, showering, and getting a bite to eat all together takes an hour and a half. Let's say I only spend an hour on the phone with Matt. So that was 2.5 hours into my 10-hour break. And then let's say, between just getting the climate control set, doing my post-trip inspection, all that, just a quick walk around the truck, not an actual post-trip, but just, for my own peace of mind post-trip. And then laying down, and actually the time it takes to fall asleep takes another half an hour. That's 3 hours into my 10-hour break already. So by the time I actually get to sleep, it's only a 7-hour night of sleep. Now, I had mentioned that I got to sleep for like 11 hours. If I didn't, then, by the way, I got to sleep for like 11 hours. Like, sleep. And that's because they didn't have any loads planned for me yet. I was kind of waiting for them to figure out where they were going to send me. But let's say you are dispatched on a load, you've already got plans. They already want you going. So you want to, as soon as that 10-hour break is up, you want to go on duty, start your pre-trip so you can get moving. So you set your alarms, but who in the world just immediately wakes up out of bed to an alarm and is boom going? No. If you are one of those people, I envy you, and and congratulate you, because I cannot. No, I need like a solid half hour at least to kind of wake up, to get going, to, have some coffee, have a little protein shake. I'm not much of a breakfast person, but have a protein shake, get a little something in my tummy, and just get moving, get my blood moving for the day. I'll usually take a walk around the parking lot, so I want to give myself probably about 45 minutes to an hour of just getting ready to climb behind the wheel of this truck. I don't want to just hop behind the wheel with sleep still in my eyes, not awake, whatever else. I'm gonna have to use the bathroom when I wake up. So now, that hour wake up time before I actually go on duty and start driving, now I'm looking at 6 hours of sleep. So very quickly, that 10-hour break becomes a relatively small night of sleep, which is why I think, given the opportunity, I slept 11 hours straight, because, man, it's beautiful up here. Because, I've been running on, shorter nights of sleep. Now, also in my hours of service video, I had talked a little bit about how you can split that 10-hour break into 2 chunks. You are legally allowed to split it up into either an 8 hours and 2 hours, provided that 8 hours is spent in your sleeper berth, not off duty. Because off duty, you can go running around, you can take the truck as a personal conveyance and buzz around and, do whatever. No. They want to see, if you're going to split that break up, you must be in the sleeper berth. No buzzing around, no personal conveyance, no whatever, sleeper berth status. Which by letter of the law means that you are physically in the sleeper berth. You're not hanging out at a driver's lounge or, going to Applebee's or anything. You're in your sleeper berth, you're sleeping. So you can split it up into 8 hours sleeper berth and 2 hours off duty, or now 7 hours sleeper berth and 3 hours, provided that those 2 breaks equal 10 hours. Like, you could do 7.5 and 2.5, but it has to equal 10 hours to qualify for a break, for your 10-hour break, to reset your 14-hour clock for the day. That complicates it even more. And if a 10-hour break suddenly becomes only 6 hours of sleep, imagine what doing a 7-3 split turns into. And I'm not good at taking naps. Some people can lay down, like, I'm going to take an hour nap. Boop! They lay down, sleep for an hour, wake up, get going again. I can't do that. Either I can't fall asleep, or I way oversleep. And I don't trust myself to take a nap. Like, if I tell myself I'm going to take an hour nap, I'm afraid that I'll wake up 4 or 5 hours later and not even know, what day it is. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. I love this. Washington, you're awesome. So imagine what a 7-hour break actually becomes when you consider a 10-hour break could very, very quickly become only 6 hours of sleep. So getting sleep out here can be a little bit of a challenge, and oftentimes, and it's probably not good for me, and I'm probably going to get a little bit of crap for even talking about this, but oftentimes I'll take a sleep aid, some ZzzQuil, shortly before, leading up to, when I know I'm going to be stopping, or I have just stopped, I'll take a dose of ZzzQuil, so that by the time I start that 10-hour break, I am ready to go to sleep. Like, I can lay down and lights out. And then, of course, in the mornings, or during the days, Bang has become my energy drink of choice, because I can do the 5-hour energies. They seem to help. They seem to be good. But I also like having a cold flavored, not water, a flavored soft drink. And Bangs have no sugar, but they're still sweet, and they've got a lot of caffeine, but they've also got a whole, laundry list of vitamins and minerals and all that stuff. Are they healthy? No, I'm not saying that they're healthy. I know that they're not healthy, but I mean, it's better than some of the other ones. It's the lesser of the evils. Cut me some slack. But yeah, so then my poor body, I'm flipping back and forth from that. I want to maximize my amount of sleep on my 10-hour break, so I'm taking ZzzQuil to shut my body down and go to sleep. And then, alarm goes off, wake up in the morning, and right away, coffee, and then an energy drink, or a 5-hour energy, and a protein shake, just get... So it's, back and forth with that, which I know is not good, it's not healthy, don't give me a bunch of crap, I don't need to hear it, I already know it. It's like telling me that, smoking is bad. I know smoking's bad, every smoker knows smoking's bad. We know it, and we've seen the pictures of the charred up black lungs and all that stuff. We know it. We know it's bad for us. Does that mean necessarily that we care? No. Kind of the same with me and my ZzzQuil and my energy drinks. I know it's bad for me. Do I care? No. Oh, this pickup truck just got in that lane, and I kind of want to move over. So, I'm going to turn on my headlights, too, because it's really overcast. Pickup truck, come on, dude. Don't you see my turn signal? You've got a lane beside you. What are you doing? Thank you. He did actually have a car coming up on him that I didn't see. Alright, and then that semi-truck back there, that Volvo moved over for me, so thank you. So yeah, it's kind of the life, which I think is why they like to try to get that 34-hour reset in too, because I just, today's my 8th day out on this tour, which means that, no, it'll be my 9th. Anyways, because I've worked my 8-hour or 8-day week already, whatever time that I had worked on the 8th day now goes into basically non-existence on my logs because it's that far ago, and I got whatever time that I was on duty and working from that day back onto my clock for the week. So I gained back, I think it was like 6 hours, and that's called a recap. And I could keep on going on recaps, but I know that Sonia likes to get her drivers stopped for a 34-hour reset, when she can, as soon as she is able. Go, Van, I'm giving you right away, but you're slowing me down big time here. Go, AT&T, go! I know you can do it. There you go. Oh, and traffic looks like it's slowing down up there anyways. No sense in being in a big old hurry. But that 34 hours of just downtime, you can sleep, you can, get out of the dang truck and dink around, you can go out and have a beer if you want to. You just get a chance to recoup and refresh. And I think that it's important because you're never really truly getting 100% of the rest and sleep and downtime that you need when you're, running these hours of service breaks. Essentially you've got a, there's a way station coming up. Essentially you've got a 14-hour workday, potentially, if you maximize that clock, and then 10 hours of downtime. You can't really call the 10-hour rest break 10 hours of sleep because it isn't. But accommodations are nice. The company's pretty good about, if you're doing a 34, somewhere away from home, if you don't want to be stuck in your truck, they'll find a hotel room for you to stay in. Actually, sleep in a big queen bed or a king bed. Get a continental breakfast in the morning, whatever. Me, I'd probably opt to stay in my truck because I can go find somewhere to park nice, that has surfaces around it. Getting a little bit of rain. Oh, I'm gonna have to replace these wipers soonish. I have spare wipers in my little toolbox. That's one thing I didn't include in my tour either. I've got the two little toolboxes. But that, or she'll try to get you, close-ish to home for a 34-hour reset. It won't really count against you for your home days because it's just, it's an hours of service mandated break. I'm trying, buddy. It's too late anyways. I tried. I had that guy alongside me. He was trying to merge in behind me, and he had to probably slow down because I couldn't get over. There's a way station coming up apparently because we moved from one state to another. You can usually guarantee that there's going to be a scale when you go from one state to another. And it's funny too, because Washington State, I've been through Washington State a couple of times in the past, never really stopped to visit, and it was just on the outskirts and whatever else. So to get into Washington, and then immediately for it to kind of start raining a little bit, I think is hilarious, because that's all I've ever heard about Washington. Oh, it rains all the time. It's constantly cloudy, it's constantly raining. And sure enough, almost immediately after crossing the state line, starts raining. That's funny. Well, I'll probably bring this video to a close. I talked a little bit about getting sleep and stuff, and I got pretty distracted along the way. But we've got a scale coming up. We're 130 something miles from our drop and hook, so maybe once we get a little closer, I'll pull up the camera again, and we'll get a shot of getting this trailer parked and picking up our preload, and find out about that. All right, later.